My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2, and I want to speak to you guys about some serious issues involving veterans. As you know, 65% of the veterans in America today are amputees. The other 40 aren't amputees, but they also suffer from mental or physical disabilities that do not allow them to fully function in society. A lot of the veterans are getting less than optimum benefits when we get out of the military. Most of these veterans have honorable discharges, some not so honorable, but other than honorable discharges. I'm making this video as a point to point out to the fact that as a vet myself, I am also not making adequate money to survive. I'm a 44-year-old man. I should not be living in my mom's house. But with what I'm getting from the military, I'm not getting enough money to move out of the house, as the price of living in Charlottesville is a little bit more expensive than what I am getting. Alright? I took my oath of service believing that no matter what, whether I live or die when I serve my country, that I will be treated better when I get out. Because all my life I have military family, and I have been told we aren't treated as well when we return from the military than when we were in the military. I always thought that was malarkey. You know, come to find out, because I met a vet this weekend, again, I'm leaving names out, it actually, my family members that were vets were closer to right than wrong. And I'm also leaving their names out because I wouldn't want any damage done to them. There ain't much more damage that can be done to me. Well, yes, there is. The point of the matter is, saluting your soldiers, thanking your soldiers sometimes is not enough. They're still human. There are a bunch of vets that can't get jobs. I am one of those vets that can't get a job. And though we put vet on our applications, they don't necessarily mean they're going to get the job. It just means that they're going to open doors for you to put you closer to the front. Now, I'm not very good at interviewing, and there are classes for that somewhere. I don't know where, but there are classes for that somewhere. I am not very good on knowing when to be silent during an interview, so I generally have learned to just not say anything but yes or no. And those are generally the questions that I prefer to answer, the yes or no questions. Now, as a soldier and a person who has had a tiny bit of PTSD due to my military failure, I'm still a veteran. I still deserve veteran respect. I still deserve to be treated equally under the Veterans Protection Acts and other assimilizations of things that we need. But as I said, 64% of the veterans that are out from World War II still aren't getting enough money to survive off of. And these were full-time vets with retirement and all that stuff, and it's still barely keeping them alive. They are barely seen when they come to these VA hospitals, and they are barely even thought of. So when it's my turn to be thought of, when I reach their age, how will I be received? Am I going to be treated like a less than second-class citizen or a citizen at all? We need to do more for the veterans of America, regardless of what branch of military you were in: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, Air Reserve, Army Reserve, Navy, Marine Reserve. We all need to be treated better when we are discharged. Because what you civilians fail to understand is that when you sign up for the military to serve your country, it is not a billionaire boys club. It is not a game. You very well could lose your life in service of this country, and that is something that you need to understand before you sign your John Hancock on that line. Before you stand in attention, hand over your chest, and swear the oath to protect the United States military, Constitution, my fellow soldiers, and every American that hates my guts and home and country. You take that oath of service, it is serious, it is for real. And when we get out, that oath of service is still here. It does not leave us. We're in a new uniform. We deserve uniform pay. We deserve to have something better than what we get when we exceed our service time in the service. So if you are a vet and you're listening to this, find me a way to help us as vets do more. Who do I contact to help us do more? Because the regular civilians, they don't understand. They don't know, and they never will know until they take that oath of service. Until they understand what's on the line and why the country needs soldiers. But when soldiers are done being soldiers, they are returning to civilian life, and they still deserve more. I don't know how to put it else into other words without swearing. So this is probably the hardest video ever made. I've done my best to not swear, so I'm going to have to end this before I get off and really start swearing about the things that veterans face on a daily basis. You know, being a vet is not easy. I never knew this was coming after I got out. I didn't get to serve the way I wanted to serve, but I did get an honorable discharge. I am a veteran. I'm damn proud that I am a veteran. I want to go into one more thing before I close. There's not enough stores that do military discounts unless they do it on one day. There's not enough stores that cater to military people. Military, we don't have a lot of money when we get out. Your MOS can decide your fate on what you have when you get out, and I don't think that's fair. I got infantry, and I'm 20%. I have a brand new hip, and I'm not allowed to train the way I would like to train because the doctors have not cleared me, and it's been 3 years. I haven't done martial arts in 3 years. I can't get arrested getting a job, and I don't make a lot of money, so I can't move out of my mom's house. I want you guys to think about that. Think about your vets. Write your congressman. Tell them to do more for us soldiers. All soldiers. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And this will be aired on Facebook. Thank you. Salute your soldiers and thank them for their service. And don't just leave out the soldiers. Put in the first responders, cops, firemen, EMTs. Salute them. They are not the easiest jobs in the world, but they are some of the most needed. Salute them, respect them. Be seeing you.